Francesca Klapsic et Will Harris forment le seul duo entièrement international de cette flotte d'IMOCA. L'italo-américaine et l'anglaise naviguent à bord d'Eleven Hour, l'ancien Malaysia de Boris Herman.
Will, can you introduce us, Francesca?
Yes, so this is Francesca Klapcic, the skipper of 11th Hour Racing, winner of the Ocean Race with 11th Hour Racing. And we're going to be sailing the Transat Café L'Or together, starting very soon.
Francesca, can you introduce Will?
Yes, this is Will Harris. He's going to be my co-skipper for the Transat Café L'Or on board the 11 Hour Racing. And yeah, my best mate for a nice cross of the Atlantic.
And tell us about your story, because you just buy this boat. And what's your main goal in next years?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a special moment in my life and my career. Only a few days ago, when we were sailing around Ile de Groix, delivering the boat here to Le Havre, I signed the papers of the boat doing 33 knots of boat speed. So I talked with Boris about it, and he was like, I don't think anybody did that before. So that was a cool moment. But of course, you know, for me, I'm super proud of this new project. I'm really happy about the boat. I spent, you know, a lot of time talking and sailing with Boris, and I hope, you know, the handover was quite smooth between the two of us. And at the same time, I know that he has a lot of attachment and emotional attachment to this boat. You know, it's been his life for the last few years, so I'm really looking forward to take care of it. We're gonna share the shed in Lorient, so the boat is not gonna go too far. And overall, I really hope that the collaboration, you know, between 11 Hour Racing and Team Malizia will be a long one, and we're really sharing a lot of the knowledge, a lot of the people in the shed, and yeah, overall, I'm really looking forward to it.
And what's your main goal on IMOCA class?
Yeah, I mean, my personal goal is Vendée Globe in 2028. The journey starts now. This is the first race. The Transat Café L'Or is the first event with the color of this project, and it's the first milestone towards the Vendée Globe in 2028. I know the journey is long and it's hard, but I think everybody around the team are extremely motivated. I feel really lucky to have all my team members, you know, dreaming the same dream and pushing towards the same goal. And I think this is a really special part of this big IMOCA project, is that you might sail around the world by yourself, but you have an entire team with you all the time, pushing with you, suffering with you, dealing with challenges together. And I feel that's really the best part of it.
And what did you know before on this Transat? Did you know the Route du Café?
I mean, I definitely know the Transat Café L'Or. It's an historic transatlantic. I'm a rookie. This is my first one, and that's, you know, another little special piece of this adventure. I really committed to wanting to like live this experience, you know, as best as I can. I'm really trying to enjoy being in the village here in Le Havre. I'm of course looking forward to get to Martinique, and at the same time I'm really keen to sail with Will. That he already has a lot of experience on this race, and he knows all the tricks and challenges around the course. But yeah, overall it's really special for me to be here. You know, I still need to like look at the dock sail with my big face on it and be like, wow, this is real. You know, it's just like, it's a big privilege. You know, it doesn't happen every day to have your own boat, your own project, your own sponsor, and I don't take it for granted, and I know how hard it is to get to this point, and I really try to like enjoy every moment of it.
Do you know, or do you have memories about this race? Earlier winner, or earlier, I don't know, English skipper, or French, or I don't know. What's your,
I mean, of course, I have a lot of images in my head, you know, especially in the last few years. I've been following definitely in the race closer. I've been, part of the Ocean Race team in the last edition, so we were also following these races and try to see the secrets of other teams. And I remember pretty clearly when Thomas Yuan won the race, and how tight some finishes around Martinique were, with like few boats in only few minutes. And for me, this is really, really special part of the race, where you might feel that you go for a long time, but at the end it might end up being really a close race till the end. And it's really cool, And of course, I also, like, in Italy, slowly the offshore racing scene is getting a bit more like highlighted and famous. And we had an incredible performance from Ambrogio in the last edition of the race, and for the entire country was a really special moment, like an Italian skipper being able to really push at that level in a fleet that so far has been really like a strong French fleet. I think it's really opening the game. It's allowing us international sailors to come in the race and feel that we can be part of it and respected with good projects. So I think in the last few years it definitely changed it, in my opinion, for the better. And we will definitely keep going this way.
Will, tell us about the learning process. During the summer, you sail all around Europe together. How you manage to keep Francesca the tips and things to know on these boats, on this kind of race and IMOCA class?
Yeah, we're really lucky to have already done a lot of sailing together this year on board what's now 11th Hour Racing. We competed in the Ocean Race Europe together and the Corstes Cap, so we've had some really good time on the boat together. It's been fantastic to spend some time together on the boat. Obviously, we're going to be with a new challenge this time. We're going to be double-handed instead of racing in a full crew. So, we had a few days sailing together where we could practice this a bit. But no, it's going to be a really cool race to do together, and a great start to the campaign, I hope, for Francesca towards the Vendée Globe in 2028. But I think we have a very good, we are a strong team to sort of challenge the French teams out there. I think we're probably one of the top fully international teams that's going to be in the IMOCA fleet. So, it's nice to know that we've both come from a similar background. We've both had to figure out our own ways as an international sailor, how to end up on the start line of these, what's a very French-dominated fleet. And we're going to try to give them a run for their money, I think. So.
What's your main goal on this Transat in this learning process?
Yeah, so this is my third time competing in the race. I competed in 2019 and 2021 with Boris Herrmann. And yeah, I've started off as a rookie to the IMOCA fleet, 25 when I first did this race, and coming back for a third time now, I've got a bit more experience in the race, and some of the important parts in the strategy. But I think for sure we want to be fighting up there amongst the top bunch. I think there's 7 or 8 very good foiling boats in the IMOCA fleet, and I think we'll be happy if we're fighting up there and if we're in this competition. But if we make some nice decisions, if we sail a good race and don't have too many problems, then I think we could do a really nice result. So, we're not putting too much pressure on the overall results. We definitely want to be there in Martinique firstly, but I think we have a good recipe to be a really competitive team and see how we get on.
And for you, Francesca, what's your main goal? Just both together on the boat? Do you need work on something special, or yeah?
Of course, we are sharing the same goals. We're gonna start this race together. We're gonna finish the race together, and we talk about it. What really our objectives are and what our goals are. So I'm echoing what Will just said. I completely share the view for the race. At the same time, I think there is for me personally, a lot still to discover on the boat, and I really wanted to take also as an opportunity to keep learning every day and being able to have a lot of miles on the boat in a way different configuration compared to what we sailed this summer. It's different to think about timings and how you do maneuvers and how you push the boat when you're more short-handed compared to a full crew. And for me, also my brain is thinking about how do I make this boat a bit more my boat, you know? It's, everything has been designed and built around Boris' ideas and how he wanted the boat. And I think, of course, I love the boat, because if not, I would probably not got it in the first instance. But at the same time, there are a lot of things that we can do in the winter to tweak it a little bit more and be able to spend some time, again, like maybe a bit more like double-handed or, you know, solo in a few moments. It's a really good opportunity for me to really start thinking about what can we do with the boat and making a bit more my own little house. And no, but overall, of course, it's for me, it's a moment of big pride, you know, for the sponsor too. They're all excited for the race. When we got here after the delivery, they were on the dock, you know, at 6:30 in the morning, just waiting for us, because it's exciting. You know, it's a U.S. based sponsor, getting really into in this industry, in the offshore racing, and you don't see that happening every day. And for me, being able to like bring a good international touch to this race is really important. So yeah, and there are of course performance goals, but we have you know, goals behind the team too, about how do we want to communicate, how we want to like be as a team, and how do we want to like have people around us be respected and work in place. So it's way bigger than just racing the boat.
Can you explain to us what exactly is 11th hour and the symbolic of this 11th hour? What is?
Yeah.
And the foundation, what the
organization based in Newport, Rhode Island, is one of the foundations of the Schmidt families. And Wendy, what she really saw in this organization is to use the sport of sailing, so sailing events, sailing teams, to really promote ocean health and social justice. So it's an organization that work also with other grantees, that work with events, work with teams, to both storytelling about, you know, what can we do better and find better solution for our planet and for the people that live on this planet, and at the same time really promoting the work that they're already doing and try to expand it. The symbol is quite, you know, we are like in the 11th hour of trying to really make a difference for our oceans and for our planet. So the time is running out. There is still time, but we need to do something together. We need to find solution really quickly and try to really implement it from the organization all the way up to every single person in each team. And that's really the strong message behind the organization and how they want to promote it in this sport.
have a good race. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.